Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, we're going to be doing another drugstore makeup transformation using all products from e.l.f. Cosmetics. And I want to give a huge shout out to e.l.f. Cosmetics for sponsoring today's video. As always, I am so excited and honored to be working with them. I love e.l.f., everything about them, the fact that they're vegan, cruelty free. But my favorite thing about e.l.f. is not only their amazing quality makeup products, but just the fact that the price point is always right. And they have so much to choose from. Like, they literally have products for everybody and anybody. Like, literally eyes, lips, face equals e.l.f. because they truly have it all. They have amazing makeup brushes, skincare, and today I'm going to be highlighting a couple of their new makeup releases that I've been testing out that are so good, as well as some classic favorites. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy. Definitely grab a snack, and if you are new, make sure you subscribe to my channel, and if you love the drugstore content, stick around because I do tons of drugstore and affordable videos on my channel. It's just the content that I live for, and I'm a firm believer that you don't need to spend a lot of money to look good and to feel good. So I hope you subscribe and stick around. But yeah, grab a snack, get cozy, and let's get into it. Okay, so brows are done and lids are primed. Now we can jump into eyeshadow. So for today, I'm going to be using the Bite Size eyeshadow palette. This one is a newer one from e.l.f. It is an I Love You Latte. So this has all like just neutral mattes. And if you guys have not tried these Bite Size eyeshadows, you need to. They have so many beautiful different color schemes. And I feel like if you were to buy all of them, they would still be cheaper versus buying like bigger eyeshadow palettes. And then you have so much variety as far as shades. So check these out. They're like $3 and like such good quality. So this is one of the newer shades. Again, it's an I Love You Latte. Perfect for everyday makeup looks, or just like to have some good like neutral blending shades in your collection. So let's get started. I'm actually going to just take these two transition shades and just pop them in the crease and on the lid. This look today is going to be super simple. It's all about just the transition shades. So I'm just going to really build these up and smoke this out. So I'm taking those two colors and just running them back and forth in the crease, on the lid. It doesn't really have to be perfect because, like I said, I'm going to add some glitter. Then I'm going to go into the chocolate brown shade, and I'm going to start applying that on the outer lid, and then very gradually I'm just going to start blending it all over the lid as well. This is what's really going to add that like smoky touch to the look. I'm basically doing like a little halo smoky eye today, and I always like to apply all the matte shades first and then just add the glitter at the end. I just feel like it's easier for me to do it that way. And I'm just using a different brush just to concentrate the product a little bit further right here in the crease. Okay, then once I have that brown pretty much smoked out and blended, I'm gonna do a little bit more blending and just go into that transition shade and just run that in the crease. And you could honestly even just leave the look like this as is and just add some lashes. I tend to do that a lot. Like, I love just like a smoky matte brown look, and you can achieve this look with literally just 3 eyeshadows. It's so easy. I'm gonna do this eye and then we'll add the glitter. My favorite drugstore glitters are the liquid glitter eyeshadows. These are just everything. They have beautiful shades, and if you don't like the glitter, they also have just regular liquid eyeshadows with like a metallic finish. They're so intense and pigmented and just beautiful, and I feel like perfect for so many different looks. Today I'm going to use the Copper Pop liquid glitter eyeshadow. This is like just a beautiful bronzy copper with gold glitter. Stunning, so intense, and I'm just going to apply this right on the center. So I'll show you guys 2 different ways you could apply these. You could apply it directly with the actual applicator. Oh, so pretty. Like, I'm obsessed. And then when I do this, immediately after, I will take a brush to kind of blend out the edges a little bit. So that's an option, but I personally like to take a flat shader brush. This one is from the Cram Case, and I like to just dip directly on the applicator with my brush and then kind of pack it on that way, just because then I feel like I can concentrate the product a little bit better and then kind of just blend it as I go. But either or works, just depending on your preference. I also love these because you get that glitter effect without all the mess of loose glitter. Okay, so eyeshadow is pretty much all done. I'm gonna go ahead and apply some mascara and lashes. So I'm gonna go in with the e.l.f. Big Mood Mascara, and this this one is actually in the shade Deep Brown, which I'm so excited about because I absolutely love brown mascara. I think especially for everyday makeup, it is so pretty and it's less harsh than using black. So I'm just gonna do a quick coat, and of course I'm gonna use this later on for the lower lashes, but I'm gonna use this, and the lashes I'm gonna use today are actually not from e.l.f, so don't hate me, but they are affordable. My go-tos with this look, or just like with everyday makeup, have been the Salon Perfect 662s. They're just so pretty and they kind of like taper and flare out on the ends, so they are just like great for so many different looks. I miss the e.l.f Foam Mink lashes in the style Drama Queen. They were my absolute favorite and they would be perfect with this look, but unfortunately they don't have them anymore, so we're gonna improvise and I'm gonna use these. So I'm gonna pop these on and then I'll be right back and we'll do skin. I'm gonna do primer water, and I think I'm gonna double prime, so technically I'll be triple priming, and I know it's so extra, but skin prep is so important, especially with like making your makeup last all day, so you always want to make sure you are prepped, smoothed out, and super hydrated. So I already have on like my moisturizer and SPF, which has been sitting on my skin for a few hours, so now I'm gonna do some primer water just to like add a little extra hydration to the skin. And I'm just gonna use the Dewy Coconut Setting Mist. You could use a separate primer water as well, but today I'm just gonna use this before and after makeup, and this gives a really pretty glow to the skin. This also smells like summer and I love it. And I'm gonna go in with the Jelly Pop Primer. This is another favorite. This is kind of very similar to the Mint Melt Primer as well, but I'm just gonna use this because of course we want our products to stick and last all day. Love the way this smells too. And this is just gonna add some more hydration. And I like to put this on pretty much everywhere because of course we want our makeup to last all over, not just in specific areas. The only time I usually apply a primer like in a specific area is if I'm using like a pore filling primer. But this is pretty much just like a hydrating tacky primer that will help for your makeup to like adhere. So I think I'm gonna be extra today because why not? And I'm gonna do another primer, and I'm gonna go in with the Matte Putty Primer. This is just really to smooth everything out just a little bit more around like my nose and like my T-zone. So I'm just gonna use about that much. If you're double or triple priming, you do not have to worry about your makeup all day. Like I'm telling you, it makes such a difference. This little combination is really good and it's not drying on the skin either. So I love this. And now we can jump into foundation. I'm gonna go in with the e.l.f. Camo CC Cream. This is still one of my holy grail products. It's actually been a year since I first reviewed this on my channel. It has become a staple, and this is such a great dupe for the IT Cosmetics CC Cream. So if you don't want to break the bank, this is a great option. And I have this one in the shade Light 240W. This has like great coverage, but it's super lightweight on the skin. And they just recently, I saw that they added some new shades, which is really exciting. So check this out on their website. Of course, I will have everything linked down below for your convenience. Okay, a new sponge alert. This is the new angled silicone face sponge. You guys, this is everything. So it is damp for me right now, and I wrung the water out, but you can see how squishy and bouncy it is. The shape is perfection, and I love the bottom because it has a silicone base, so it is perfect for just giving you super smooth, full coverage. But you could also use the other sides as well for foundation, for cream products, for your concealer. It's so bouncy and soft. I've been loving it. It's definitely a new favorite, and you can just see like how smooth and full coverage. I mean, the CC Cream is already full coverage like on its own, but I've been using this with different foundations and wow, it's amazing. So if you need a new sponge, or if you've just been wanting to try out a really good one that's not going to absorb any of your products and still give you full coverage, you need this. I feel like this gives you almost like the look and finish of you using a brush. And I've been using a brush like recently non-stop. Like I haven't really been using a beauty sponge for my foundation. I just have been loving the way that the brush has been looking, but with this, because of that silicone base on the bottom with this sponge, I really feel like it gives you the look of a brush on your face. So I love it. For concealer, it's no surprise I'm going to use the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo. I love this, and I have this one in the shade Light Beige. I just love how hydrating and creamy it is under my eyes. So then with that same sponge, I'm just going to go in and blend this out. And I like it because you can really squeeze it and just like maneuver it to get it to fit wherever you need it to. And it blends everything instantly. I'm also gonna take some and just highlight a little bit on my T-zone, just with any extra product that's on my sponge. Okay, let's add some color back to the skin. I'm gonna use the Putty Bronzer. I like to mix two shades. This one is Bronzed Belle, which is a little bit darker, and I always like to mix it with the shade Tan Lines. I feel like mixing these two just creates my perfect shade, and I love the formula of these. It's just like their putty blushes. It's super creamy, pigmented, and very buildable. And my absolute favorite brush to blend out any of my cream products is the Complexion Duo brush. This was in my bundle that I did with them a few months back, and it's still like one of my favorite brushes. Like like I use this every time I do my cream products. The shape, the bristles, it just blends your products out seamlessly, like so effortlessly. So I literally just dip into both and then I just start applying wherever. The product really does melt into the skin, and with this brush, I'm telling you guys, any cream product will look flawless on your skin. Okay, this is a new favorite cream blush. I don't know how new this color is or if it's like a newer shade, but it's new to me and it's amazing. So this one is the shade Tahiti, and it's just the prettiest, like just neutral, kind of everyday, like pinky raspberry. I love the color and the undertone of this. This almost is like when you go outside in the winter and like the cold air kind of like makes your cheeks super rosy and like your nose very rosy. This is like the kind of vibe that I get from this cream blush. It's so pretty. So I'm just actually using that same brush and just blending this upwards towards the bronzer. And do a little bit on my nose. Okay, let's set everything now with powders. Of course, I'm going to use the Halo Glow setting powder. I don't know if you guys know, but there's also a matte version to this that's really good and has a beautiful like soft matte finish. But I just love the natural glow and brightness that this adds, especially to the under eyes. So I'm going to use this today, and I have this one in the shade Light. And then I'm just dusting a little bit more of that powder with a fluffy powder brush just to set the rest of my makeup. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and add some powder, bronzer, and blush. For bronzer, I'm gonna use the Primer Infused Bronzer. This one is in Perpetually Tan. I also love the shade Forever Sunkissed. This is such a smooth, very buttery formula, and it's nice and matte, so it's perfect for bronzing or contouring as well. Okay, now for blush. I feel like nobody talks about this little blush palette, but it's so good. And I love the variety in here. You have some peachy and some pinky tones. These are really pigmented too. Like, I feel like they're definitely more vibrant when you apply them, especially when you build them up. And I'm gonna mix these three colors right here. Like, girl, the pigment is real. I also really love the primer infused blushes. This one in particular in Always Rosy is perfect for every day, and these are super smooth and buttery on the skin, and they're nice and matte. So check these out as well if you need a new blush or just new blushes to add in your collection. I love these too. Okay, so now highlighter, and this is really gonna tie everything together. So I'm gonna go with the Metallic Flare Highlighter in 24 Karat Gold. I feel like this is another really underrated like hidden gem from e.l.f. This is so pretty. This is gonna give you the perfect like wet, dewy golden glow. So I'm gonna take this and just pop that right on my cheekbones. Look at that pigment. This just gives you the prettiest like wet glow. And I feel like with this look, especially since we got the glitter, it's necessary. I also love, like, you can see how smooth it is. Like, there's not a ton of powder flying everywhere. Like, it's a really good formula. And I'm gonna pop that in the inner corners as well. Okay, then going back into the Bite Size eyeshadow in I Love You a Latte, I'm gonna take that matte cream and I'm gonna put that right on my brow bone. So all I'm gonna do for the lash line, which I never do, but I did this the other day and I actually really liked the way that it looked. I'm just gonna apply some nude liner on the waterline and then some mascara, and that's it. I normally take my eyeshadow and bring it down and really smoke it out, but for today, I'm just gonna keep it very simple. So I'm just gonna use a nude waterline pencil. And then some lower lash mascara. So we're pretty much almost done with the look. I'm just gonna set the makeup and do the lips. Not in that order though. Let's do lips first and then I'll set. So I feel like with this look, honestly, anything goes. You could wear any lip color. I feel like red would be really beautiful, as well as like a nude or even like a chocolate brown. I'm gonna show you guys a current like new favorite like everyday lip combo, but I also have a red lipstick to mention that I feel like would be beautiful with this look as well. So let's start with the nude, and I have here another new product from e.l.f. This is the Love Triangle Lip Filler Liner, and oh my goodness, you guys, the formula, the colors, these are everything. So I have this one in the shade light brown. These are very rich and creamy, so you could honestly fill in your entire lips with these. I bought this one and then in one other like pinky shade. So now that I know that these are bomb, I'm gonna order all the other bolder colors because they are just so good. So let's start with lip liner. And the shape of these makes it so easy to like line and like really define your Cupid's bow. This is a lip liner I didn't know that I needed, but it's really good. So check these out. They have bolder shades as well, which I'm gonna be getting because I'm very impressed with this formula. Another new product from e.l.f. are their glossy lip stains. Now, I'm really not a big lip stain person. I prefer either a gloss or a lipstick or just like regular lip products. But these are super lightweight like a lip stain, but the finish of them isn't like a lip stain. It's actually super glossy and very long wearing. So the color that I feel like is perfect with this lip liner is Pinkies Up. And comparing the packaging of this to the liquid glitter shadows, they're very similar as far as size, but these are great to just throw in your makeup bag or just for like quick touch-ups throughout the day. And this shade, like I said, is perfect with this look. The gloss finish is perfection. It's really lightweight, super comfortable. It doesn't feel like globby or like I'm wearing a ton of lip products. It honestly feels like nothing on the lips. And I like this color too because I feel like with the lip liner and like once I blend it in, it kind of morphs into like my own kind of personal like natural pink shade on my lips. I think it's so pretty. So here's one lip option that's great for everyday makeup or even with this look. I just love the tones. And this is another lip option that I think would look so beautiful with this look. So these are the e.l.f. Seriously Satin lipsticks. First of all, I love the packaging. I love the fact that it's just so simple and you can see the color right through it. These are so pigmented, creamy, and very comfortable, and you can just see how vibrant this color is on the lips. And in the glossy lip stains, there is a red one as well, which I actually want to pick up because I feel like that would be stunning. But I wanted to show you guys another lipstick option that I think is great because these lipsticks are everything, and I think that they're like under $5. They have a couple different shades, but I love the bolder shades in these specifically because they are so rich and creamy. And the shade that I have is Pepper, and it really is like a hot fire pepper shade. I think it's beautiful, and I love the way this looks with like the chocolate brown. And red lips are always very timeless as well. So yeah, Seriously Satin lips are where it's at. These are amazing. I think I'm gonna actually leave this on because I really love the way that it looks, especially because like I have red nails on, brown smoky eyes. So I'm gonna leave it on and I'm gonna set the makeup and we will be on our way. Of course, I'm going to use the Dewy Coconut Setting Mist. This is just the best, but another great option, which is another product that I really don't hear people talking about, but this is another great setting spray, and this is the Matte Magic Mist and Set. This is one of those like classic products that e.l.f. has had for forever, but it's really good. It's like $5, and if you have oily skin, I think you would love this. But I want a little bit more of a dew, so I'm going to use this spray today. So that officially completes this drugstore makeup transformation, and as always, everything will be linked down below if you guys want to shop directly on e.l.f.'s website and check out these products. You will love them, especially the new makeup releases, but I also wanted to throw in kind of like some hidden gems and classic products that I love from e.l.f. as well, so check them out. But yeah, that is it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you very soon in my next one. Bye!